Thank you.
Okay. Next question. So I wrote it out. Who is your favorite Melty Blood character?
Oh!
Actually, I just want to talk about Tsukihime for a little bit. Can we talk about Tsukihime? All right, let's open with like Melty Blood. Like, let's just talk about it.
Melty Blood.
Oh, spoilers, everybody. And it's from like fucking it's from like a long time ago. So it's just kind of like statute of limitations. I'm sorry. I think you're the first person I've met that like actually knows about Tsukihime, like at any level. So like, I just want to, let's spend like 5 minutes just like talking about Tsukihime for a little bit.
Dude,
and Melty Blood.
I was surprised when, so I was always pretty nervous about Vesper because I always thought he was cool, right? Everyone, I think I mentioned it on stream. So during the call, Magni's in there, I'm talking with them. Then I mentioned Tsukihime because you know my ass is like, I have no social skills to reference, right?
Yes.
But I don't mind, it's just how I am. I'm like, oh, it's cute. But then Vesper picks up on it. So for a sec there, I like freeze, I'm like, what? And I'm like, you read Tsukihime, Vesper? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, the anime's like, no, I played. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, well, I'm trying to recover. He drops a bombshell. Oh yeah, I played the sequel too, Kagetsu Toya. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Favorite character.
I guess I would sort of tie into Tsukihime because I'm a little loyal guy.
Mm-hmm.
I like Nanaya Shiki, but I guess as a whole, I like Tohno Shiki.
Yeah.
Nanaya's really cool. I guess I want to see more of them. Because there's like 2-3 different versions of him. There's like one made by Tatara or Tatari or something.
Yep.
White Lin. Then there's like the one in Kagetsu Toya, right? And then there's the one in Tsukihime that only comes out like when he's like literally about to fucking die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I guess I really like Tohno Shiki. I guess he would fall into that admirable trait because his life was shit. And eventually, for anyone that doesn't know, when he's young, he almost dies. Mm-hmm. Or you could say he did die.
Twice,
he's brought back from the brink. Yeah, bingo, like twice.
Yeah, twice. Like the thing that led to his adoption, and then like the other thing, which is like a giant spoiler for the entire.
Yeah, right.
So like twice.
I'm getting tiptoe around it. I think it's admirable because his life is fucked. Because he gets these eyes, these mystic eyes depth perception. You just see lines all over the place, and if you cut it, you can break things. So that's cool. Yeah. But then that gives you like an easy route access to killing things.
Yes. And
then when
like,
he has
just
his eyes,
looking at them like messes with your mental health, right? It's not like just like a philosophical thing. Like as a child, you're like, oh, this is like what is existence? Because you could just
right.
Like, yeah.
It's like getting your 90-year-old self-knowledge on your 12-year-old self. And then all that at once. And then it's like, the sad thing is that he has to use glasses to live with it. But either way, it's killing him.
Yeah.
So this dude's going to die. So you think someone like that would be depressed, but instead, it pushes him to live his best life because he knows how fragile life is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he takes things in stride for the most part. And I really like that about him because he's very flawed too. I know you remember every flaw about Tohno Shiki until like ends, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? There's some soft ones, but I like that he also has like inner impulses from like his young training type of thing, or I guess it's like genetics.
Yep.
I guess to get the perspective for anyone, that's like, so you're living yourself by yourself, and then you're having impulses to do bad shit whenever there's like something supernatural. And I think that's really hard because I think probably, I'm not sure if I was in his shoes, I think I might give in because I think the lines would kill me over time or I'd lose it. Because another thing about it is people don't believe him when he talks about it.
Yes.
Except for like Aoko. So you have to fight that all the time. And I really like him. I love Tsukihime a lot because it's also really psychological.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about it?
Oh, man. I literally didn't think visual novels could be scary.
Right.
But like, it's like if you play the original, I heard they're making a remake, but like, let's talk about the original, right? Mm-hmm. It's like genuinely creepy. And it makes it even funnier when like there are NSFW scenes that are just like written very weirdly, and it's just like what the heck?
Right, it's like fan disservice at that point.
It's just very bizarre, and I like it a lot. But there's a lot of heart in it. Like every character, every arc is just like good. It's like, damn. I think it was the first time I read or watched an IP where it's like, I don't regret finishing it like all the way to the end. But if I were to give it to a person, I would just be like, just finish the near side. You don't need to do the far side. The far side is fucked up. Like, you don't need to do the far side, even though I loved it.
Remember,
it's just like you don't need to do that part. It's a little bit messed
what's
up.
his name again? Tohno. The dad's an asshole.
Makihisa, the little piece of shit. I fucking hate him.
Scum. He's a scum, bro.
He's a scumbag. Like, he's the worst.
He has no nice feature in his body. He's just
like
was born and said, I'm
the
gonna fucking ruin everyone's life.
Yeah. And it's just like he's just like, I'm just a rich asshole. This is just how I do it. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Legit. I really like how you said it was scary too. Because I'm telling people about Tsukihime, they only know fate sometimes. Like, no, I'm like, when I'm saying it's psychological, like it will go through.
It's like legitimately unnerving. Yeah.
Exactly. Especially like you remember his, because there's like a lot of bad ends. You remember his dying scenes?
Yes. Yeah.
They go into extreme detail.
Yeah. Like when he gets eaten by chaos, right? Like that's like, shit. Oh my god, like each cell is being devoured. It's like, oh no.
Oh my god. You feel like he's becoming a part of him too. I remember it's like early in the game, Tohno Shiki would be like on the bed right and go, what's that sound? But you're like, this is the VN. I'll go check it out. Then he dies at the vending machine. I'm like, oh, and they don't do it instant either. They drag it out and then he dies and you're left to confusion. Then with chaos, like during the fight itself, when he's like eating Shiki, but also like when he's in the hotel with Arcade.
Yes.
And he leaves and there's like a freaking like there's like a shark in the elevator or something.
Yeah.
And then it like starts ripping him apart. I'm like, holy fuck.
Like one of the best mid bosses, right? Where he's like actually strong enough to go toe to toe with Arcade, and he's just a mid boss. It's like, what the heck?
Yes.
It's like what?
I love people telling people who don't know about him because like you have to kill. He's like essentially immortal. Yeah. You have to have a specific and like ability to kill. You have to kill all his 666 beasts, right? All at once.
So even Arcade is like, I don't think I can kill him. Like it's just too It's too troublesome. Like I don't want to fucking deal with it. Like he's not bothered. He's just being a weirdo. Like just leave him alone. But you're a Shiki fan. I like that. Yeah, he's a great main character. He's really good.
I like him. Do you like Shiki or Shiro? Or do you like Ryogi or Aoko?
No, I like Tohno Shiki. Not Nanaya, but like Tohno. Like
same.
Yeah, Tohno Shiki. Like he's just a cool dude. He's kind of laid back and he's just like observing the world around him.
I love that too.
I like the idea, like that. Not the idea. I like the fact that like he was going down the wrong path and then he met Aoko, and then like it made me realize that even if you only briefly interact with people, if you have a positive effect on them, you could completely change their lives. Which is why like, your actions matter to other people. And it's scary because you could do the opposite too. Like you could just like completely ruin someone's life just by not thinking about it. Roa is
like the other Shiki. I feel like they're like a good parallel there. Essentially the same situation, but he goes. But it seems crazy when you're first reading, like, what's wrong with this guy? But then you think about it, like, most people probably would go down that path. So to fight against it, I really like Tohno Shiki for that reason.
Exactly. And then the whole Akiha arc. Akiha is probably my favorite character in the original. And then, like, I think the maids, great story, amazing story. I don't think you could truly finish a story until you finish the two maid routes.
Oh god, yeah, Kohaku and Hisuke.
They made me feel really bad. Like the writing was good because it made me feel really bad. And I was just like, I don't like thinking about that.
But that's where it gets even better, right?
It was well written.
Because like,
yeah.
The sunflower ending, because it make you feel really bad, but then you get the ending with like Kohaku with the sunflowers. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's like exacerbated by the fact that like Akiha's route, I don't think either of her endings are good, right? Like they're both sad. So it's like once you go far side, you have to go all the way in. Like you can't just like check out Akiha's route, get both of those endings and be like, okay, I'm done here. Like once you're you're locked. Like you have to go all the way through. So it's just like I would recommend people just
do near side and call it a day.
Yeah, if you don't want to be Sag, if you don't want to do gigantic Sag, just do Arcade route and then Seal route and then end it there. Because once you go into the Akiha route, you got to go all the way in. It's like, oh shit. Yeah, I was just please invite me to like a collab where it's just us talking about Tsukihime because we could do this for like 4 hours.
Oh my god. I want to. If I can play Tsukihime remake, I'll call you immediately.
Dude, oh my god, when it comes out.
I have it on the Switch. I just can't read Japanese yet.
Are they done? Is the remake out?
On near side only, they're spreading it apart, and they're adding Satsuki. They're giving her a route finally.
Okay, we're gonna tie up Axel to a chair, and he's gonna translate for us while we like.
Yes.
He's like tied to a chair.
Deal.
Okay. We gotta move on. We're already.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, here we go.